right after our last interview, Katt Williams did Club Shay Shay. And all hell broke loose. Now, that's your friend. You toured with him. You guys have a long relationship. When you saw that interview, what did you think?
Well, I was on the floor. Because there's one thing that Katt don't do. He don't lie. And after that, a lot of things seem to just, go. I don't know. It set off a chain reaction of a lot of things. I thought it was very entertaining. And once again, a historic moment by Katt Williams.
Did you get mentioned at all?
No.
No. Well, because he didn't mention everyone in a negative way. There's people that he shouted out.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah.
You mentioned me?
No. What I'm saying is that he didn't mention certain people in positive light as well. I'm not saying that he dissed everyone.
Yeah. But you asked.
Yeah. I was just wondering if he mentioned you or not. I was trying to think because it was a long interview. It definitely shook things up. And I'm sure, were you on tour with him after that happened?
Nope.
Okay, before.
Way
before, right. Because I'm sure his shows were crazy after that.
Well, they were already massively popular.
Yeah.
The rest of the show sold out in one day.
There we go. That's what I figured. I thought it was a brilliant move. I mean, if you think about it, he probably gained the most out of everyone with that.
For sure.
Yeah.
But
Shannon
it wasn't
Sharp,
calculated.
Sure. Yeah.
I mean, he's a calculating guy. He thinks that, he thinks about things. He's a thinker. But, I mean, I don't know that he went on there and said, I'm about to... He knew that his presence and what he had to say was going to genre a reaction. I'm sure he knew that. I don't think he went on there with a calculated move to blow the whole shit up. But maybe he had. I can't speak for him in his mind. I can only assume. But everything he does and everything he says genres a big reaction.
Well, yeah, I mean, he actually shouted out Gary Owen. And I had the idea that, I would bring Gary Owen on and have him diss all the white comedians. Just go to a tirade, have him diss like Jerry Seinfeld and, all the... Bill Burr, just trash them all. Unfortunately,
you can ask him what you want. I don't know what he would, whether he would diss everybody.
No, I'm just saying it would we just need a white version of Katt Williams to do something like that.
There ain't one.
There ain't one, unfortunately. Well, what's interesting actually is I brought Gary Owen on, and he told a story about a very famous black Hollywood executive who essentially offered him millions of dollars to sleep with him.
Yeah.
You know about this?
Mm-hmm.
He told me who it was afterwards. Well, you actually had a big entertainment executive, male executive, try to hit on you at one point.
Yeah.
He basically was like, offered you a huge career.
He don't even know huge career.
He offered to make you millions.
Said he could make me millions. Yeah.
For a small fee.
He didn't here's the thing. I hate it when people act like I won't out this guy and I was complicit and I'm part of the problem. I always tell people, you are allowed to hit on people.
Yeah.
It's nothing
Gay
against
straight,
anybody that's married.
Trans, whatever.
You had to hit on your wife.
Yes.
Right? So the guy hit on me. There was no promises, other than that, obviously. But there wasn't no, you're not going to get this job, because I still got the job I was in the room for. So there wasn't like the guy took away work from me. There wasn't no Terry Crews shit. I wasn't touched. There was no approach. It was just in the room when somebody's hitting on you.
You tell me later.
I'll tell you later.
Okay.
Let's just say it's not going to be a big shock when you hear the name.
I'm sure.
But basically what he said was he was coming in.
I wish somebody would offer me millions of dollars to suck their dick or hey, if there's any executives out there, it ain't too late. This mouth still works.
What'd that mouth do?
You'd be shocked.
You'd be surprised, huh? I'm sure. But yeah, basically what he said was, he came in and the guy started hitting on him and was like, oh, how much do you make a year? And at the time, it's like, oh, maybe about 50,000. Oh, I'll make you millions. In fact, hold on, this role you're going for, yeah, have my assistant call the other guy and say that he's not going to get the role. We're going to give it to Gary instead. Yeah, I'll have millions for you. No problem. Just for,
It makes you look at the people who do have millions now.
Well, what he said, though, was, he politely turned him down. He said there's nothing illegal about hitting on somebody.
Right.
And it's not like he actually dangled the role in front of him and said, oh, I got to blow your back out if you want this role. He gave him the role, even though he turned him down. But it's very interesting that, well, number one, this guy that he's still in the closet is the interesting part. Because I don't understand why you would do this type of stuff in these closed door situations, but hide your sexuality at the same time. Like, why not just come out and just be gay so you could just go out and date guys?
He might be married.
He's not married.
He got kids.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe he don't want the kids to know, as if the kids don't know. Kids know.
Yeah.
And, I mean, why anybody is hiding these days is a wonderment to me, unless you have something to hide, I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, look, it's
And once again, even with the men, the people who are the predators know who to fuck with. They know who to, maybe they could say it and this person's not going to be so retaliatory or,
Well, I mean, I don't think there's a reason to be retaliatory unless you're physically, being sexually aggressive towards someone. If it's like, hey, I want to have sex with you. You say no. Okay.
Yeah, but
why be mad about that?
But then I'm telling all my friends.
Yes. Well, and that's the side effect of, being forward with somebody, is that story might get out. But
well, if it's me, it's getting out because I'm a tattletale.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I know who it is. I know
anybody
who it is.
who's ever assaulted me, I told.
Yeah.
Just nobody never did nothing.
So, by the way, why weren't you in Borat 2?
Ew. Did you see it?
No.
So glad I wasn't.
You didn't like it?
No. I like the original one, the one that we did. The other one was a little, Sasha's crazy.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm glad I'm in the original, no shade, a little shade, whatever. But I'm just glad I'm in the original one, and that's it. It's sort of like you can't, re-ring the bell. Like you did it once.
Yeah.
And the second time it just didn't have as much punch. To me.
Yeah, but I mean, there's lots of movies that part twos are sometimes even better than the original.
That wasn't.
Well?
In my opinion.
Yeah.
In my humble opinion.
Fair enough.